Hey, this is Eric and Tammy. We're full-time RVers and the owners of TechnoRV.com. TechnoRV.com brings you technology for your RVs to make your trips safer and more efficient. And today we're going to do an unboxing on a brand new GPS unit from Rand McNally. Rand McNally are the products that we use as full-time RVers, and we only sell the products that we use. So they've come out with 3 brand new units, and this is considered, I guess, their base model. But
yeah, that sounds like a negative, but it's not. It's jam-packed with all of the award-winning Rand McNally navigation, where you can put all your RV's information. I think there's 11 different types. Plus, you can put it in car mode. There's millions of points of interest that are RV specific, like campgrounds, dump stations, travel centers, sewer, parking, all that kind of stuff, plus all of the other points of interest that are just for anybody, from restaurants, post office, hospitals, anything you can imagine. So that's all still in here, even though it's a base model.
Yeah. So whether you're in a 45-foot RV and you need a unit that can that is going to know your height, your weight, how many propane tanks you have, and it's going to route you accordingly. Or if you're pulling a teardrop, right? It doesn't matter, because you're going to want this as well, because it's going to have all those points of interest of where you're going. It's very RV friendly. So let's take a look at it. Unboxing for the first time. It's the RVND 7. I know it's a 7-inch screen. The previous models were the 7730 and the Tablet 80, both great units, but these are the new units, and again, this is the base model here, the RVND 7.
All right, so first thing you see is you have the support number for Rand. If you have any issues, they have a support team there just for their RV equipment. And you get a quick start guide, which not only tells you how to mount, it actually tells you kind of how to put destinations in. It's got a little bit of information in it. We
found that with technology products, you can, it's kind of a mixed bag on what you'll get on the instructions that come with the unit. It seems like technology products are coming with less and less instructions. And so I'll just go ahead and stop here and say that when you buy from TechnoRV.com, one of the things that we do is we educate our customers through videos like this, and then when people buy from us at TechnoRV.com, we send what's called our learning series to them through an email, and we do that with most of our products, and it usually includes a document with screenshots, nicely worded instructions,
easy to understand.
A lot of times we'll include videos. So
for the Rand, we definitely do videos, because as users of it, we're familiar with probably the most frequently used parts of the RV GPS. And then as we continue to use it, we add tips. And I find with the Rand videos are really helpful, because you actually watch on screen what we're doing. So yeah. So I think it's worth pointing out the learning series only at Techno RV. And so I know this is a 7-inch screen, so let's do it here. All right, so it is a 7-inch screen. I'll go ahead and do what I hate to do, which is thank you.
I don't hate doing it.
I hate it. It looks so pretty and new. Just right off, you can see it's a good design. It's just from feeling it, it's thinner than the 7730 or 35.
It almost looks like one of the tablets. It's got a good feel to it.
Yeah, it's a slim.
It's sleeker. It looks like it's got a more kind of modern design with kind of the beveling. What do we got as far as functionality here?
So we have an auxiliary audio output. We have a micro SD slot, which you don't need from the beginning. I only find that people need it after a few map updates if you have for several years and the maps just keep getting larger and larger and larger. Or if you input a lot of points of interest that are, you can do custom ones from websites. You may need one depending on how many custom points of interest you put in here. You have a USB connection, so you can hook it to the computer to do any updates. And I'm assuming you make a charge from it as well. I think that's. And then the speaker, and then there is a hard reset button here.
Okay.
All right.
I'm going to turn it on while Tammy is digging into the box to see what else is here, so we can get a look at this screen.
All right. So the typical suction mount.
Okay.
So on the 7730, it used to hook directly into the back. Obviously, there is something I'm assuming this shield is it. So let me see.
So that looks like what they've done is and if it's what I think it is, I'm going to like it. Okay, so what we've got here is instead of this base just connecting directly into the back of this, which also made this more bulky, actually.
That might be why it can be so slim.
They've actually just made the entire mount here, and so it looks like this is going to just snap into, yeah, there it goes. So that's going to snap in there. So the idea here would be that if you're driving down the road and maybe I want to know where the next travel center is, that Tammy can just reach up here, pop this out of the mount, make her changes, and then reach back up and pop it back in the mount for me. And it looks like there's a particular spot on here.
Which is good, because you want it to be...
Yeah.
There's a groove in it, it looks like.
Let's see. Oh, yeah, there it is. Yeah.
The other good thing is if you want to put it up because you're not using it or something, you can leave the mount. You know, you don't like taking mounts on and off and stuff, but you can leave the mount on your window where you plan to use it, and then at night you can just take this off instead of taking the whole mount off your window. You know, you don't want to leave these in the window or anything, at least we don't overnight. So that makes it easy to just pop it off, take it, put it in your case if you have it, you know, charge it, do whatever you need to do while still keeping this attached. And
it looks like it's got...
What is that next one? Ooh, that's a stylus.
Looks like it comes with a stylus.
That's new.
Which is definitely new. And I don't know if you can see that in the screen. Put that in the screen and bounce around a little bit. The screen is very reactive. I love the older model 7730. You did have to really kind of push on the screen, and it looks like this screen is very reactive.
Yeah, I'm not even having to put any pressure. Where before it had a thick plastic screen, but this one is. Yeah, but you're not having to.
Even with my finger, it's very reactive. I mean, you can see I'm bouncing around here to different things with my finger, but the stylus may make it
well, it
easier.
Keeps the fingerprints and grows off of it too.
So that's a good point there. That this obviously this screen is very reactive to finger touch and to the stylus that they've added. So what else we got in here?
Power supply, 12 volts, cigarette style, DC.
Okay, so
right there.
Plugs right in there. And they've designed this, and I like this. It may not be a big deal to some people, but I've seen pieces of electronics where they kind of put the charging port in awkward positions on the unit.
And it bends it, and sometimes puts stress on it. Yeah.
Sometimes I've seen them like up top and the cord's hanging off. They put this kind of in the lower 25% of the monitor here, so I like the placement of that.
And then it comes with a USB connection, because you do need to plug it into a computer in order to charge it. I mean, not charge it, update it, I'm sorry. You do get free lifetime maps, so even, you know, it's about every year when the maps are updated, you just plug it into your dock and it'll update. It has to be high-speed internet, but so it goes right there. And
your computer.
You just plug it in there to keep it charged as well if you have more USB than 12 volt. I know that there's prime real estate up on that front dash, and depends on which one's easier.
Okay. What else we got
now,
in there?
These are, did you mention about they're intended to be plugged in, since we're talking about power supply?
I did not. So this unit is intended to be plugged in while in use. So obviously it does have a battery in it, because it's not plugged in right now when it's on. It's just that
here's an indicator at the top. You can see what battery life it has right now.
Yeah, the battery life, and although we really haven't tested it, we're just going by kind of older models, the battery life in it off the cable is not super great, because it's really not just designed to be used off the cable. So going down the road, just need to make sure it's plugged in, and then it won't be an issue.
I thought 15 to 20 minutes on the older model, but we'll have to see and get back with you on how long the battery will actually last off the base. And the only time I would think that you would even need it is, as we showed, if I take it off the base, but it's still going to be plugged in while I take it off the base, so there's really no reason.
But you could unplug it to bring it back to your chair and use it or whatever, and it's got plenty of battery for that, so I don't think it's going to be an issue. So there you have it. In the kit, 7-inch screen, updated, thin line screen. It's got the USB cable, your your DC cigarette lighter style power supply, your quick start guide. I really like this.
I love the mount. Yeah, that's a nice improvement.
A good improvement to that. So the engineers did a good job on that. So everything that you need to get going is right here, and the entire kit is only $199. Is only $199. So the price points that Rand McNally has for these 3 new models, even the highest level model is $100 cheaper than the most expensive model last year. So they've really added and packed a lot of features in these, and they're less expensive than the previous year's model. So Rand McNally's doing a lot of good, and it's going to be a great addition to your RV. And
I just think the price point's great because a lot of people they don't full-time, you know. I mean, as a full-timer, yeah, we will invest in a little bit, you know, more expensive one because we use it every day. But if you're just part-time or you travel, you know, not as frequently, $199 is completely doable, and you don't feel like it's something that...
Well, I think what it'll do is it'll bring in, which is the majority of RV owners, is the towables. Even a lot of the smaller towables may start to realize that, hey, if I've got this, even though, you know, my height and weight, all that's not an issue, the ability to have all of those RV points of interest is one of the main things we use it for in our Class A. So anybody can get that same functionality, whether, again, you're in a teardrop or a 45-footer.
And you can always take it out of RV mode and use it just for a car, and it won't take into consideration your height. So if you're not a full-timer and you're like, I only travel, you know, 3 months a year, for the other 9, just use it for your vehicle in your regular car, because it's going to do the same thing for you. And it's got hospitals, school, grocery stores, all the stuff you would want in a regular GPS as well. So the size kind of makes it functional in a vehicle as well.
So I love it.
Yep.
It's the RVND 7 from Rand McNally. If you want to pick one up, you need to go to technorv.com and get it there, because not only are you going to get everything here, but you're also going to get us, you get our support, you're going to get our learning series that we put a lot of time in to make sure you're successful with this unit. So go check it out at technorv.com.